Hi everyone, welcome to Vaishi Makeup YouTube channel, and today I'm going to share with you 13 streetwear color rich lipstick shades which took me almost a week to shoot. These lipstick shades were launched sometime in 2015 beginning, and they have created quite a buzz in the market. These lipsticks are quite affordable. They cost rupees 180 and they're easily available online on Flipkart, Amazon, and many other good online shopping site. The quantity of the lipstick is 4.2 grams. And coming to the packaging of these lipstick comes in a cool black packaging which has pop art illustrations on it, and the range is clearly aiming at young girls, and the packaging is something which is going to attract them a lot. The texture of these lipstick is quite moisturizing, and they are creamy but they are not very creamy, and they don't dry out my lips and have a semi matte finish. These don't bleed and fade, and they fade evenly. So I have all the good things to say about these lipstick, considering comparing it with the price which they come in. And I'm going to show you 13 shades of these lipstick, and if you want to check out more shades, then you should check out my website vaishi.com. And I'm not going to waste much of time, and I'm going to quickly take you through all the swatches. So let's. The first shade which I am showing here is Pink Pirouette, which is a bright orange shade which instantly gives a vibrant hint of color on the lips. It has a semi-matte texture which makes it look decent on the lip and doesn't look neon orange. There is no amount of shimmer in this shade, and it makes it suitable to be worn during the day as well as the night time. The second shade is shade Chic Cappucino, and it's a pure coffee colored dark cocoa shade. I'm not a fond of this shade, but if you like cocoa dark shade, then this one is for you. The texture of this lipstick is little less creamy as the other shade from this range, and it has a visible hint of sheen, and it looks beautiful on application, and the shade is well pigmented, and in one or two swipe you get quite a good coverage. The third shade is Foxy Fantasy. This shade is a dark brown shade with cool undertones of maroon, which looks quite alluring upon application. The texture of this lipstick is mainly semi-matte and with no shimmers in it, but it tends to give you a shimmery look in natural light. This lipstick shade is quite pigmented, and a single swipe of this lipstick is sufficient for the desired color to show up on the lips. I really like this intense shade, and the maroon hue in this imparts a lovely maroon brown color on the lips. For dark shade lover, this shade seems to be just perfect to flaunt on the ongoing festivities. The fourth shade is Very Vampire. The red shade is matte and doesn't shine much in natural light, which is another great thing about this shade. It is perfectly suitable for all the skin tone. I find it really apt to wear, and everyone is going to admire this bold red lipstick shade. And the staying power is also good, and the shade doesn't fade for 2 to 2.5 hours, and it fades evenly. I can surely vouch for this shade. It is completely a value for money. The next shade Iconic, and it's a brown brick shade. It's a dark shade and it looks lovely on a dusky darker skin tone. It's a vibrant bold shade, and the texture of this lipstick shade is creamy and moisturizing, and I like to wear it on everyday basis as well, and it stays for 2 to 2.5 hours, and I am a fan of this shade and I will recommend this shade. The next shade is Riveting Rouge, which is basically a red, which kind of look neonish in the daylight. It's not a easy to wear red, but it's kind of a red which you will find in a lot of high-end brands, and it's a beautiful shade, and if you can carry it, then there's nothing like it. It looks absolutely amazing. The next shade is Mystic Mauve. It's a mauve pink shade which has cool purple undertones in it. I'm not a fond of this shade, and I don't think so it looks good on me. It's not a shade which dusky skin tone can carry that beautifully. The next shade is Lovely Pink Passion. It's a hot pink shade which need 2 to 3 swipe to get the perfect pout, and it looks great on all skin tone, and I don't think so that you need to think much about it to buy this shade, because it will look absolutely wonderful on all skin tone. The next shade is Runaway Russet, and it's a shade which is kind of a nude shade for heavy or dark skin tone. This is a shade which has brown and has pink undertones to it, and it's a lovely everyday wear shade and kind of a neutral shade which most Indian skin tone or olive brown skin tone will like to wear on everyday basis. The next shade is Pink Champagne, and it's a frosty pink shade, kind of a nude shade, and I can't carry it that well. It doesn't go well with dusky or a darker skin tone. Fairer skin tone can carry it much more beautifully than the duskier skin tone. Persuasion is a lovely cool tone pink shade, and it's not a hot pink shade. It's quite natural on lips with a slight hint of pink. The shade is semi matte and it gives a nice sheen. And what else? It looks really good during the daytime and in natural light. I quite like this beautiful pink shade. It may not be an obvious choice for office wear, but you might like to use it as a lip stain, or and because it will look quite natural and without making your look over the top. The second last shade is Rhythmic Bronze, which is a light bronze shade, very tiny silver shimmer in it. I don't like this kind of shade, but if you're a fan of dark brown shimmery shade, then you can think of it. Otherwise, it's a kind of a shade which I would definitely skip. The last shade is Crisp Caramel, and as the name suggests, it's a beige or a light brown shade which looks complementing on fair and medium skin tone. However, dusky skin tone girls may not like it as much, as it tends to make their complexion a tad darker. And texture is pretty good, it's creamy and moisturizing. So that is it, guys, and I hope you like the effort, and please ignore my bad hair day. And if you like the effort and if you would like to see more videos like this, then do hit the like button. I'll see you again. Till then, bye bye.